Oh boy. Huh. Hey Patrick, how are you? I just got home from work. Just thought I'd sign on for a minute till I get sleepy. How's it in Canada? Let's see, it's 3 a.m. there, right? Almost 2:54. Yeah, like I said, I just walked in the door from work. I was supposed to get off at 11, but I knew that wasn't going to happen. Because the people that rent the field to 11 don't usually, they got stuff to do after they're done with the field, but they didn't actually get done till like 11:15 on the field, and then it takes them 45 minutes to an hour to get their stuff done before they're ready to leave, and so I can't lock up or do anything else until that. So anyway, right, I wasn't. Well, because it was, I figured I would get off late. Um, so that's why I said no show, because, people ain't gonna wait till 1:30 in the morning for a show. So, there'll be one tomorrow night earlier. Not quite sure what time yet, but somewhere between 8:30 and 9:30, hopefully. Oh, yeah. I'm a little worried about John. I sent him a text message um, uh, hours ago. I don't even remember what time it was, but I didn't hear anything from him. Oh, it's 1:28 a.m. So yeah, I sent John a text message, asked him, how was he feeling? I didn't hear nothing back. So I didn't want to call him in case he was sleeping. So what did I miss tonight? Any news? Anything happening? I worked in the rain most of the day. It just started raining again too. I mean, it was pouring down, and some weird. Yeah, I hope he's okay. There was some weird some weird, kind of sounded like thunder, but it wasn't. This was after all the storms had passed, hours later. The sky was clear, but there was this noise in the sky. Not sure what it was. It kind of sounded like thunder, but it kind of sounded different. But it had that bass noise like thunder, but it kind of sounded different. Maybe some meteorite was going over or something. Who knows? At first, I thought maybe we were at war since I'm right by the bases, because it kind of sounded like that. But I guess it wasn't. Maybe it was a sky war, a cloud war or something. Space war. There you go. So how are you doing? Oh, good. 5.3. Earthquake in Hawaii? Really? Oh boy. Hope they don't start having volcano eruption again. Yeah. But you know how it is when you first get home from work, you're kind of wound up. You got to unwind after you do a bunch of physical activity. So I'm a little wound up at the moment. So I have to unwind so I can either watch a movie or it was centered northwest of the island, or northwest side of the island rather. Rose probably did an update on it. I'm still waiting to see that 6.7 that I got in my head. I don't know why. But I think that's going to be for California. So I wonder how Spencer and all them did tonight. Oh boy. Yeah. I guess somebody's just listening and not typing. But that happens. Yeah. It's okay. Sometimes some people never even come in the room. They just sit out and listen. It'd be nice to go to work and not get soaking wet. This has been happening so much lately. Of disasters. What kind of disaster? And is it the same kind of disaster each time, or is it a different disaster in each dream? I've only had the I mean, I used to have them about tornadoes, but I think that's because I was scared of them. And then I had the one when I was young where I had to help people. I'd have that over and over and over for years and years and years. And I used to have one about this Bigfoot monster. We're going to have rain. The 6.8 was just 6.8 what? Earthquake? Or 6.8 inches of rain? Was that a dream or is that something that happened? Oh, Boost Boost. Darn it, see, I still thought it was, hey, Boost Boost. I still thought it was Patrick typing, and I didn't even notice you. The name change. Sorry about that. 6.8. Indonesia. Quake was yesterday. Well, yeah, since it's 1:30 in the morning now. Patrick said there was a 5 point something in Hawaii. Different but same type of scenario. How many times have you had that dream? And are you leading people through, are you leading people through it, helping people, or do you panic? So, Boost, did you hear about the one that hit Hawaii? $20 minutes ago, 4.8. Raikuya, however you pronounce it, Islands, Japan. Oh, see, Patrick, that's probably going to happen. I mean, sometimes I know we can have dreams because things are on our mind, but there's a difference when you have regular dreams and these dreams that seem like premonitions or visions, because it's different when you're having it and it's different when you wake up from it. It's a different kind of feeling. Yes, I've had lots that have come true. And like I said, it's different when you have them. So my daughter knows if I tell her I had a dream about something, if I tell her about it, she already knows it's going to come true. Just like I've always dreamed she was pregnant before she knew she was pregnant. Magnitude 5.1, Hawaii. See, when Patrick heard it, it was 5.3, right? So I guess they've downgraded it to a 5.1. Unless that's an aftershock. Well, didn't they start having earthquakes right before that volcano erupted? I know that before that they had 50-some inches of rain in a day. Can you imagine that? 50-some inches of rain in one day? And that's not even, wasn't even hurricane season. I don't know how much rain, how many inches of rain we got today, but it was a lot. And I'm telling you, those lakes at my job, they're so high right now. they're definitely gonna flood the streets here soon. The water has nowhere to go. I still say it's strange we haven't seen any rats or mice. Thank God I haven't seen any snakes yet. I don't like spiders and snakes. That used to be a country song. I don't like spiders and snakes, and that ain't what it takes to love me. It's just kind of crazy. Of course, I would think that doesn't. Anyway, whatever. That was a crazy country song back in the day. So Boost. Oh, thank you. Roses and purple hearts and kisses. Um, yeah, I had nightmares about tornadoes for a long time because I used to watch the Weather Channel and I'm scared of tornadoes. So, but I never worried about them because we didn't have them around here. But the funny thing is, in my dreams, there would always be three. And when they hit us last year at my job, there was three of them. So that was funny, but well, not funny, but coincidence. So, have you seen Casey or anybody tonight? You remember that song, really? You ever have water spouts? We had occasional, uh, very occasional, like F1. But the ones I remember are all pretty recent. We used to be under tornado warning a lot, because North Carolina and out west would be, and so we would be like in the, you know, or tornado watches, not warnings, but now, considering last year, yes, it's changed because now we get them. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. Don't want a doll. No tinky dinker toy. I want a hippopotamus to play with and enjoy. All right, I can honestly say I never heard that song before. You know that song, Patrick? I've never heard that one. It was obviously a nursery rhyme. Did that go for the, what was the purple hippopotamus's name? Barney? Oh, yeah, I remember the streak. That was crazy. We used to have a customer at the bar that loved that song and would try to streak when he would request that song to be played. He'd come running out the bathroom. He was a fool. Anyway, I bet I can name some songs y'all don't know. Um, like I got a brand new pair of roller skates. Or Lead Me On by Tammy Wynette and George Jones. Or I mean Loretta Lynn and George Jones. So I'm trying to eat my dinner, my lunch and dinner. I got some authentic Mexican tacos. Frosty the Snowman. So I want to do something special for Easter. I don't know what yet. That's why I gotta work 11 days in a row so I can be off on Easter. I think. My daughter goes in for surgery next week. Yeah, I remember that song, You Can Ring My Bell. And, um, shoot. The Women's National Anthem. What was the name of that song? I mean, that's what they called it. Superwoman. No, it wasn't Superwoman. It was an R&B song. I can't even remember who sang it. There was some good music back in the day, man. R&B used to be good. Country used to be good. But music has changed just like people's morals and ethics have. Yeah, they hadn't taken the red pill. It's raining men. Oh. Yeah, that was a crazy song. Yeah, I just remember the group Sister Sledge, but I can't even remember what they sang. Do you remember what they sang? I guess we could look them up. Yeah. Good to dance to. There was a lot of good music for that. Then he came out with all those line dancing songs, like Macadina and The Slide. Remember The Hustle and Roller Coaster by Ohio Players. And oh man, there was a lot of good music back in the day. Earth, Wind and Fire. I did that piece of line. I wish we could play music on here. Oh, so you should know a lot of songs then from that era. Bam. Hey, Casey. Hello, beautiful. Have you talked to John today? I'm a little worried about him. I sent him a message, but I didn't hear from him. And I didn't want to wake him if he was asleep. So I think I sent him the message kind of early. Let me see what time I sent it. But early to me is, might not be early to somebody else. I just got home from work 27 minutes ago. So I sent him the message at 6:30. But I didn't hear nothing from him, so. Yeah, he must not be feeling good if he didn't respond. I hope he's not in the hospital. Okay, my amor is my love. T, what's T Cuero? I know what mucho is. Right, Patrick? Okay, I know what adore is. Alright, too late for a Spanish lesson anyway. So yeah, I hope he's okay. So what else did I miss in the news? I'm pretty sure a lot. Maybe. Oh wow. That's pretty interesting. Mr. B had some interesting pictures. Someone sent them. Yeah, my daughter used to be addicted to dill pickles. You eat dill or sweet? Or yeah, I know Patrick. I mean, yeah, I still worry about him though. He's a lovely soul in God's army. All of the above. I like sweet on certain things, and then I like dill on other things. I used to just like to wrap cheese around a dill pickle and eat pickle and cheese. I like sweet pickles and cheese on crackers. And I like both. Like on a hamburger, I like sweet and dill together. Did you just start eating pickles recently, Casey? You know they make a pickled flavor vodka? I like sweet peppers. That reminds me, this lady used to make this hot mustard. Oh my gosh, she made the best spicy mustard there was. Hmm. Well, we know you're not pregnant. You ever eat pickles and ice cream together? I like spicy stuff. Except this one man used to throw on one of the dart teams at the bar. Brought in some homemade hot sauce, right? And I wanted to punch him. He should have given a warning. I mean, I was mad. I was like, you know what? You could give somebody a heart attack. That sauce was so hot. It felt like you had a cigarette burning your tongue, like you were just putting a cigarette out on your tongue. It was the worst feeling and taste ever. It was ridiculous. There was no reason for it to be that hot. There's no way you could, you could swallow it. And that was just a dab on my tongue. I'm telling you, I was livid. I was livid with that man. I said, I can't believe you don't give a warning. Here, taste my homemade hot sauce. He's lucky I didn't punch him. It was so painful. So from then on, I learned my lesson about tasting people's homemade hot sauce. And I like hot, but that was ridiculous. Because it didn't even taste good. All you felt was pain, instant pain, and it lasted a long time. I like ice cream once in a while. But they'll actually tell you if you have kids that don't like to drink milk, they'll like give them ice cream, to replace the calcium. But broccoli is also high in calcium. And Kraft American cheese is like 8 ounces of milk as far as the calcium. Not the generic cheese. Oh my gosh, that I can't even remember the name brand, but it has like no nutritional value at all. It's bad. Oh, I hear you, Patrick. Whoops. Okay, I didn't mean to touch that. $15 times 5. Wow. $300 a month on ice cream. $3,600 a year on ice cream. Wow. That's 72, 14, 17. That's almost $20,000 in ice cream in 5 years. Good gracious. Well, I don't know. I mean, there's other things that are worse for you than ice cream. At least ice cream has some calcium in it. I only eat it maybe twice a year. I like coffee ice cream. Have you ever tried the coffee flavor ice cream? Now, if somebody has some birthday cake, I want some ice cream with it. Birthday cake's just a little bit sweet without it. On Mountain Dew, really? I remember back um, the late 60s and the first part of the 70s, you couldn't buy Mountain Dew in Virginia. You could buy it in West Virginia. I thought West Virginia was the only state that carried it for a long time. Then they started selling it in Virginia. It's too sweet. I don't like it. Now they got generic. They got generic sodas for real cheap, but I don't think they have a generic Mountain Dew. Yeah, vanilla ice cream and apple pie. Yeah, that's good together too. Or vanilla ice cream and cherry pie. Or vanilla ice cream and blueberry pie. Or vanilla ice cream with coffee ice cream is a really good mix. I don't think I don't know, Mountain Dew has a high caffeine content. I didn't I didn't know it had caffeine at all. Yeah, I love coffee too. Now I had quit drinking it for like 20 years. I just started back up a couple of months ago. But back in the day, man, when I used to get up 3:30 in the morning and work out before I went to leg rigs, I had a percolator. That coffee would smell so good perking. I like sweet tea. Hot tea's good too. I guess I don't really drink hot tea. I like hot apple cider. Yeah, Boost must be researching something, or he fell asleep on us. My favorite fruit, strawberries and tangerines and grapes, green grapes and cantaloupe and melon. Yeah, I love tomatoes too, especially Roma tomatoes but they got to be really super fresh. Yep, to all. Yeah, I could easily be a vegetarian. I love vegetables and fruit. I love Brussels sprouts, and spinach is my favorite of the vegetables. I love spinach, onion, Swiss cheese in my omelets. Well, I like meat too, but I could live without it. don't eat steak that often. Oh, I love spinach and Brussels sprouts. I could eat spinach every day with every meal. And even when I was pregnant, man, I did eat spinach every day, at least 3 or 4 times a day. But you know what spinach is good for? You know what it's high in? Everybody thinks it's iron, right? It's a good source of iron. Actually, it's a good source of calcium. The the calcium level is so high in spinach that it actually cancels out the iron. You know, sometimes they tell you don't drink milk or have dairy products when you're taking certain medications. And then sometimes they tell you to take the medication with a dairy product because most things it doesn't allow it to absorb. So that's why they tell you not to take it. And then things that they want that your body needs help binding and absorbing, they'll tell you to take milk, take it with a glass of milk. So spinach, although it's high in iron, is so high in calcium it cancels the iron out. It doesn't allow you to absorb it. Okay. So they tell you if you're going to take an iron supplement to do it at least 2 hours before or 3 hours after having something high in calcium. Well, the reason why with yogurt is because antibiotics can cause yeast infections, and the yogurt puts the yeast back so you don't get the infections. And it balances some bacteria. It cleans you too well, and then because you don't have the natural bacteria you need, you end up with the yeast infection. So they tell you to, if you eat yogurt while you're taking the antibiotic, you won't get a yeast infection, and it works. I'm surprised they put it on labels now. Was it on the label, or did the doctor just tell you that? I never thought of it as as being called the curse, but yeah, it was a curse. Yeah, that's interesting because it didn't used to be on the label. Matter of fact, most doctors didn't even know about it. It was some old woman told me about it, and so I started doing it, and it worked. And I started telling other people, and it worked for them. Welcome back, Patrick. You didn't miss much. It was just female talk. So I'm just trying to get sleepy so I can get some sleep before I go back to work. So it rained most of the day on us, Casey. Poured down rain. Matter of fact, the rugby tournament that was going on didn't even get to finish. They were supposed to go till 4:30, but they ended up canceling the last game for them because they were college students, and we had lightning, which would have puts them in a 30-minute delay the first time there's a lightning strike or we hear thunder. And then if there's another, it can be 29 minutes and they got 1 minute left before they can start again. If there's another crackle of thunder, that 30 minutes starts all over again. Oh yeah, it is prom weekend, huh? Wait, it's just April. Yeah, that's right. I think um, the high schools here had it last weekend because some of the 16-year-olds that work for us had to get off early. Excuse me, so they could go to their prom. So, what else did I miss in the news while I was at work? The sick puppy made your kiss off. Is that a show or something? Really, Patrick? I don't know. I mean, I know that babies can get it in their tongue. They call it thrush, which is a yeast infection in the tongue. But yeah, I didn't know antibiotics gave men yeast infections. Where do you get the yeast infection at? I didn't know men could get yeast infections from antibiotics. That's all. It's brand new to me. I gotta Google that. Do men get yeast infections from antibiotics? It's only two places they could get it. Oh, they can get it in their private part. Did not know that. Well, I should tell John to eat some yogurt. Um, okay. Hmm. All right. Learn something new every day. Oh, doesn't it make you want to go to sleep, Casey? When they're all snuggled up and snoring. Hello, Sean. How are you, son? My UK son. You're going to work on Sunday? I thought I was the only one that worked on Sunday. I just got home from work. 56 minutes ago. Oh, bless me. Thank you, Casey. I don't know if that's my allergies or that's a cold or my body's just tired of working in the rain all the time. Yep, worked in the rain, Casey. Poured down for hours and hours and hours. Oh yeah, my shoes are soaking wet. They'll still be wet when I go back to work. They won't have time to dry. I might have. It wouldn't be the first time, but it'll go away. It will go away. My daughter had it once. I was at work, and she was at her father's mother's house, her grandmother, and she called me, and she says, "Mom, my back hurts." And I said, "Well, does it hurt when you breathe, or does it just hurt, period?" She's like, "No, it only hurts when I breathe." I said, "It sounds like you got pneumonia. Tell Nana to take you to the emergency room." She had double walking pneumonia. She was so bad they had to give her oxygen and something else because she had it really bad. Yeah, I like working outdoors. I mean, love being outside, but yeah, there's some disadvantages to it. I liked it better when I was a brick mason, and I'd like it better if I was doing landscaping or something. How do you figure that, Patrick? Evening, 7:30 a.m. Yeah, it's morning on the East Coast too. It's almost 2:30. I don't know if men get sicker, Patrick. I think they just handle it um, not as not as well as women. Okay, you're doing some more digging. Digging's not fun. I would have to say that. Digging is not fun. I had to pick up some dirt last month. The field was so soggy it sunk our little our lightweight golf cart. I'd never seen it do that before, but it sunk right down. And this was 3 days after it had rained. It hadn't even rained in 3 days. But it was bad. It was so bad that when I went and dug up dirt to put in the holes where the cart had left tracks. So I'm standing there trying to fill the holes in, and my feet sunk down. The dirt was up over my ankles. That's how soft it was. I don't agree with that, Patrick. Men ain't the only ones that work a lot. I can tell you that. They ain't the only ones that work hard. But I think, and don't take it the wrong way, but I think men just don't handle illness as well as women do. They may feel like it hits them harder, but I don't think it physically. I think it hits both the same. It's just that a man can get a cold and he's like, "Oh, I'm sick. Take care of me." And we get cold and we have to keep going. And that's not all men and that's not all women, but for the 70-30% thing. That's just my opinion. Of course, I've never been a man, so I don't know how it feels to be sick when you're a man, but um, if you're speaking of science and physics, I don't see the difference. Well, I don't know, Boost. That depends on what it's about. I think anybody can be brave when they're defending their loved ones, their children or whatever, anybody. I mean, remember the story of the woman that picked up the car because her kid was underneath it? So, that looks like a kitty cat. The bicep is bigger than the tiger. True, Sean. And I'm only brave because I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot, and I got to the point because I was scared when I was little, but so many things had happened. Finally, one day I got mad, and I'm like, this ain't happening no more. And so then I stopped being scared and just started fighting back. Like that man I had to fight when I was working at the bar. It was a 15-minute fight, and I almost gave up. But thank the Lord I hit him in the right spot. And that was the end of the fight. You don't even have to throw down, Casey. All you gotta do is hit them in the right spot in the neck. I don't care how big they are. You have to be careful though, because you can kill somebody like that. So you don't want to hit them too hard. Yeah, Patrick, that could be. You take them down to the mattress. That sounds we could take that several ways, Casey. You mean the mat or the mattress? She said, "I'll take them down to the mattress." Oh, I never heard that one. I'm gonna have to Google that one. I never heard that one. Let's see what they say. What does mafia mean when they say I'll take them down to the mattress? Going to the mattress. Oh my gosh, I can't even see. This is pathetic. Hmm. Oh, it says they actually send someone out to get a mattress for the soldiers or the family to have something to sleep on while they hide out in safety. So you're actually gonna go get them a mattress so they can have something to sleep on while you hide them. What it says here, it means that they actually go get a mattress so that when they're in hiding, they have a mattress to sleep on because they're usually in a empty building or empty apartment. Oh, oh, you got it from The Sopranos. It says The Sopranos. The show The Sopranos would say it, meaning going preparing for battle. I forgot about that show, The Sopranos. Good morning, beautiful. You're on the air.
Good morning, Sneezy.
I know, right?
You poor thing, you poor thing.
Yeah, I don't sneeze often. I know when I sneeze that I'm getting sick.
Yes, ma'am, I tell ya, you better get a hold of that stuff. Get Theraflu.
Yeah,
Get liquid Theraflu.
I won't.
Or,
I won't be able to work with it.
Alka-Seltzer cold puff medicine.
Oh, see,
Pop, fit.
I have super hypertension, severe hypertension.
Oh no, that's not a good thing.
No, and there's only one cold medicine that I can even take, and it's usually hard to find around here. But they don't even make it for sinuses. That's why I can't take it for my sinuses. But there's only one cold medicine that they make for severe hypertension. But it, like I said, it makes it hard to work because it makes me tired, so I can't take it anyway. Now, if I get real sick, I will take, and I'm not supposed to, but I will take like some NyQuil when I can't sleep because I'm sick. But normally I don't have to do that. I had to do it last year. Last year I got the flu, and which I normally don't get it, but I got it last year. There was a lot of sick people at work, and so I got the flu, and I was miserable. I remember I think I called Raven 3 different nights. I was so miserable. I'm like, I just need to talk to somebody. I feel so achy, and yeah, it was bad.
Okay, what I called to tell you about was about the mafia. When you wake up with a dead horse beside you, that means you're going to be dead. It's only a matter of time because you've crossed that family that's in power, and it's a struggle in mafia for power, each family. So when they say that they're going to take it to the mattress, it's very personal. That means all people better be on deck for that war because it's going to be a night like a bloodshed. And The Godfather, a lot of The Godfather, that's actually a documentary, especially back in early Italy days when they were in Sicily. And it's actually a documentary. I mean, these people are crazy. Drug dealers, they'll rob you blind on the street. They literally walk into people's businesses like they own it, and like if you didn't cough up the money for, I mean, and it, yeah, mafia.
I know some mafia from New York and from parts of Pennsylvania.
Oh, this is latter day. This is like back in the day, like where the drug lords and they even
you do realize I'm 56 years old, right?
Okay. Oh, well, I'm just saying, like, well, okay, you know what I mean. I guess I put my foot in my mouth all the time. It's not like I'm being like old. It's just, you know what I mean. But like, I actually just watched The Godfather last year. I watched all 3 of them in a row, and I was addicted. I was like, oh my goodness gracious. See, and Dad couldn't watch it. He was just like, man, what are you watching that garbage for? Yeah. And it's like, well, you're the one who keeps it in your library, so. And then he was joking. Maybe he was. And he's like, maybe I'll take that key back. Because, I want to know about what he grew up with. You know what I mean? He's got some interesting stuff.
Yeah, but some of it's not, it's, I don't know. I can't watch stuff like that anymore because all I see in it is sin,
Have you seen the old King Kong? Oh my gosh, that thing looks so fake. And it's like, you look at the King Kong they make today, and it's like, wow, that could almost be
Again,
real.
I am 56 years old, so yes, I saw the old King Kong.
I mean, no disrespect.
I saw it way before the new one ever came out.
It's just that monkey climbing up that building, and it's like, really? You could even see, like, it was just like,
well,
yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, anything you watch from back in the day, compared to the techniques they have now, the technology for animation they have now is pretty amazing.
I'm about scores. See, I'm a music person, being a musician, so I'm all about scores. You know, like the Jaws theme, and like just by knowing the score, it brings you to that picture. You know what I mean? That unforgettable time. You know, and music is so, gosh, it's intense with the way that they use scores in movies to where it's unforgettable.
And again, that proves the theory that audible is a way to access your long-term memory. That's why I teach anybody trying to memorize stuff to write it down and then say it out loud 3 times. You have to say it out loud, not like in your head. You literally have to say it out loud. But if you do that, you'll always remember it. You'll have 2 ways to access it from your long-term memory. One is
Maybe
visual
that's
by
how
writing
I can
it.
memorize the Bible.
Huh?
Maybe that's how I can memorize scriptures in the Bible.
Yeah, but
In the Bible,
I have a suggestion for you on that. Is to go verse by verse. Memorize a verse, then memorize a verse, then memorize a verse until you get to the end of that paragraph, right? So day by day, one day, learn a verse. Next day, learn another verse. Next day, learn another verse until you get to the end of that paragraph. Once you've completed that paragraph, then go back and recite the whole paragraph. And you might have to do that 3 times till you've got that whole paragraph in. If you want, because you read too much at once, and then it's hard to. It's so much. It's so much being said in those few little words that it's like a story in a sentence or two. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so I recommend doing a sentence by sentence thing.
Okay.
I think that's the easiest way to do it.
The weird thing that happened to me tonight was I was talking to a friend, and we were going over some things. And it's like, I don't want to know a lot about the stuff that corrupt people do, because I just think that it's just polluted on many social media. It's everywhere. Okay. I don't fall into that conspiracy theory stuff too well. I decipher through it quickly. So someone that I was talking to about this stuff, I never disagree with what this person's saying. I just listen. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And she says to watch The Matrix. And I'm like, you know what? I popped on your channel, and the first thing I seen Boo said was he said he wished he would have never taken the red pill. And then I looked at that, well, since I was just talking about it, and then I popped over to your channel, and it happened to be on the conversation I just left off. Does that mean that I should watch The Matrix?
Well, that's up to you.
I don't think I want to see it.
I don't believe a lot of stuff they call predictive programming. I don't believe it's predictive programming. It's simply man has a vivid imagination, and almost anything, any story that you write is going to come true somewhere, somehow. It's going to,
I see that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's just my thought on it. I think people are looking. What bothers me, it was something I thought about today at work, and see if I can even remember what I thought about. But again, it goes back to people looking for other answers other than God said it would happen. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And so they look for. Now we look for it because God said it would happen. So we're looking for things that God said would happen. Some people look for stuff trying to explain it away, by man doing it or man predicting it or man blah blah blah. And I'm like, all right, the Bible said it all already. They look for all these, reasons for things happening. And regardless if it's man doing it or if it's nature doing it, God said it was going to happen. So that's just.
Yeah, I don't think I want to watch it.
Well, it wasn't a bad movie. I mean, I can't even remember.
I love me some Keanu Reeves now.
I can't even remember the whole. I can't even remember the whole movie. I remember, do you want to take the red pill or the blue pill? I remember that part, but But It was okay. You know, and another good movie was, if you're watching movies that aren't gospel, was I can't remember the name of it.
Who was in it?
I think it was Tom Hanks. He played a taxi cab driver that believed in all these conspiracies.
I don't know.
I'm sure someone in the room can think of it.
I saw him. I saw him on an island with a I don't know what it was, a volleyball.
I'm trying to answer it. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Sean.
Hello, Casey.
How are you doing? How are you doing?
How you doing?
Oh my gosh, I'm cheesing over here. You know I'm great.
How you doing?
You can see every one of my feet.
How's the mattress talk?
How's the what?
Mattress talk.
Oh my goodness, that's from Mafia. You don't ever, yeah, like, that's like, okay, when a Mafia family goes head on with another family. So let's say the Stefano family goes at war with the Soprano family, which it's not Soprano related. That's the only Mafia name I could think of. It's a war against families when they're trying to get power. So when they tell you we're taking it to the mattress, it means everybody better be on deck because the whole family, it's going to be a bloodbath. That family's going to fight to the leading Mafia wins. Yeah, watch The Godfather. It's pretty intense.
What's the weather like over there today? Still crap?
Rain, rain, rain.
Yeah, that's what it did here.
Oh, well, I've got beautiful sunshine here.
Oh, that's right. It was Mel Gibson. Was the taxi cab driver. Thanks, Patrick.
Mel Gibson was.
Do you remember the
name?
name
Of sunshine over here.
What's the temperature there, Sean?
It's still early, so it's still early, so it's still cold. But the sun's out. There's no clouds. Well, there's haze.
Right. The new haze.
Yeah, there's haze.
I'll tell you, Sean, you need to like take pictures of the UK, email them to Judy so we can see what the UK looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll get some pictures today. I'm gonna get some pictures of me to send Judy later as well.
Yeah, take some pictures of the sun too. I'd be interested in that.
Sorry, again, my alarm went off.
I said take some pictures of the sun.
Wi-Fi rubbish.
I just want to compare it. What are you drinking? Some coffee?
Yeah, I might as well just tip it on my head.
Yes, that's Sean, Patrick.
Morning, Patrick.
Oh,
you need some coffee.
He's drinking coffee. Can't you hear him sipping it?
No, he sounds tired.
Tired? That's because I just woke up, darling. It's 7:30 in the morning.
Do you need some eggs and biscuits and gravy?
Still got alarms going off.
Sound like me. I set like 10 different alarms.
Well, yeah. I'm surprised the phone makes it to work, to be honest. I'm surprised it's not smashed into a million pieces.
Okay, what kind of risers are you both? Are you guys the ones that lay in bed and keep hitting snooze, or do you immediately get up on the first bell?
It depends.
Snooze, 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 snooze. Shit, I'm late.
Mine depends on if I got home from work at 3:47 a.m. and I got to be back at 9 a.m.
That's the way my dad is. It's like, oh my God. He wakes the whole house up. That goes off 50 million times a night.
All right, well, press just a quick one, just to say hello and have a good day. I've got to go in the shed now and go and find some tools, sharpen my spade.
Well, we love you. Have a blessed day.
You too, sweetheart. And I hope you both feel better, because you're both coughing and sneezing and spluttering, aren't you?
Yeah, a little.
I think you both need to cuddle up on the mattress and have it out with the cold.
Ain't that the truth?
I'll join you.
Oh, he said he'll join you.
He said, the mattresses, Sean says, it means me and a woman getting jiggy in bed, mattress bouncing. I opened up a big can of worms on that one.
Didn't you just? Anyway, I'm going to have to shoot. But things to do, people to see. Soil to dig, stone to move. I'll get some pictures today and I'll send them you later.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Oh, yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. Have you been practicing our duet song, Casey?
Oh, I'm addicted. I'm actually learning some.
Yeah.
I'm teaching myself how to play that song.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
We'll have to practice off air.
I love that little piano in that video that he plays in the rain.
That's good, that one, isn't it? Yeah, David Gray.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, David Gray, he's a good guy.
Yeah, he's brilliant, David Gray. All my words are falling short. Right, I'm going.
He can sing.
I can sing.
Yes, you can.
I can. When I want. Right, Casey, you'll have to get my number off Judy and get in touch with me somehow off air so we can practice.
That would be good.
It would be good. So that's your mission today. It's figuring out how we can do that.
She has to get Facebook, because I don't have your number. I only have you call me through Facebook.
I can send you my number on Facebook.
Okay.
And Casey can download WhatsApp.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's free then. You can talk for free and text for free, and yeah, it's free. It's all free.
Put it in the chat so I can download it.
It's WhatsApp. WATTS.
WATTS.
UP.
Yeah, WhatsApp. Yeah. It'll come. It's massive. Everybody uses it in the UK.
Is it WATTS?
Yeah, WhatsApp.
Okay.
What? WATTSUP.
Gotcha.
No, you don't need the UP.
Oh.
Whatever, it's just WhatsApp.
Oh.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Or you can download Facebook.
No, that's not. Facebook causes a lot of problems.
Yeah, but you can block everybody on Facebook.
Yeah, I suppose so. WhatsApp's more private, though, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah.
For the time being, till somebody offers them a couple of million. So, and they only sell your information to advertisers.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, there's no adverts on that WhatsApp. It's pretty good.
Right.
None of that crap on it. It's just,
Well, Facebook didn't used to be that way either, and then they got, someone offered them millions of dollars and they took it.
Well, yeah, Facebook. It's a social media, isn't it? Facebook. WhatsApp is WhatsApp Messenger, just for messaging.
Yeah. Well, that's all. That's what we're talking on Facebook Messenger.
Right now?
Yeah, we are, yeah.
Yeah, instead of Facebook. Right. Yeah, Facebook and Facebook Messenger. Yeah, they're two different apps.
Yeah. Right. Okie dokie. I will send some stuff shortly.
Well, I appreciate you calling in, Sean.
Yeah. Got some spare 10 minutes, thought I'd call.
At first, I thought it was my daughter because there's only 2 people that call me this way, right? And usually, when she calls this way, it's because my grandson wants to do a video chat, but it makes that certain sound. So when I first heard it, I'm like, something's wrong because my daughter's calling me on Facebook, and it was you.
Well, it was the other one.
See, I told you I adopted you as my son.
God bless you. Bless you. Right, I shall love you and leave you.
Okay, God bless you. Don't work too hard today.
It's been a pleasure, and I'll speak to you all soon.
All right. Casey, want to say good night?
Good night, baby.
Sweet dreams, kid. Good night, baby. Sweet dreams.
Lots of love and hugs.
Yeah. The mattress talk.
Yeah, I'll take that.
You're funny, Sean.
All right. See you later.
All right. Have a good
See you
day.
later.
Bye for now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
He's so sweet.
He's so cute.
He is. And I almost didn't give him my Facebook name, because I don't really, I don't talk to people on there, except my daughter. And
right.
But he couldn't call in, and and so I was like, well, you can hit me up on Facebook, and so yeah.
Yeah, Miss Judy gets a lot of men that hit on her, and she lets it be known, I'm not here for that, but I'll be your friend.
Yeah. I know this one guy was trying to pick me up last year, and he's like, I said, well, I'm a Christian, and he's like, oh. Just like that, oh.
Oh.
I was like, yeah, you have a blessed day then.
Yeah, you can't blame a man for trying, though,
Yeah, I guess. He was comical, though. He followed me out of the store. Can I just talk to you for a minute? I'm like, sure. And he's like, so I would like to take you to dinner. And I said, you would? I said, okay, let me see if you still want to take me to dinner after I say this. And I said, I'm a Christian. And he's like, well, first he said, oh. And then he's
no.
Yeah. And then he's like, oh, well, yeah, well, it's okay because God will forgive us for our sins. And I'm like, oh, no, brother, keep on going.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Yeah.
Don't need none of that. It would be nice and refreshing to meet like-minded people.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
I think we lost Boos.
We might have. He pops in and out. He's probably checking out some other news or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe he went to sleep. It's almost 3 a.m. Yeah, like you, Sean.
Daughter.
Huh?
I did see daughter a couple of different times. I saw her in 3 different chats tonight.
Really?
I saw her on Mike Morales, of course. Then another one, I didn't even know what the heck it was. It was another friend that said, hey, this is live. Pop on over. And I do believe he said John was on it. Let me look back at that text message. He said John was on it. And I didn't see him. Let me see. Let me make sure. Yeah, he said John was on it, and I didn't even see him on there. Maybe it was some kind of Planet X something. I don't know.
Oh.
It was Planet X Nibiru live stream.
Oh.
And I wasn't on there for too long, but I did see Daughter on there. So that was the second one. What was the third one I seen her on? Oh, I don't even know what the third one was, but I was like, wow. She follows channels I, do, except for that one Nibiru one. I wasn't on that one. What was the other one? I don't remember.
I don't know. Raven and I used to follow each, not on purpose, but we'd end up being in the same gospel or Christian channels together.
It was a Christian channel, but I don't remember which one Daughter was on. No, I'm on him too. I'd have to go through them. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
There is a lot of them. Let's see. Look at subscriptions. Does it go to later or recent ones?
I don't know.
Nope, it don't. Oh yeah, BBC International. That's the one it was on.
Oh.
Yep.
I got
really
a couple.
Slow. There were 3 people, Judy.
What?
There was only 3 people.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, people, get on board, please.
That's because they don't. Yeah, a lot of people don't want to hear about God.
It's so sad.
But there's a couple that I have to unsubscribe from because they've gotten one of them. Like here, he's local too. He's in Norfolk. He's on this tangent now of degrading other preachers and other religions. Now, I believe they have some inconsistencies, and they're not being led by the truth. But when you base your show on putting down other people instead of actually teaching God's love, then I'm like, I don't want to hear that. Okay, we know that there's people giving false teachings, and we know that there's preachers that are doing things they shouldn't be doing, and but I mean they're filming it live from a church, and I'm like, really, you don't have better things to teach your congregation,
Right.
than spending their time on this? So you're sitting in judgment of somebody else? We don't need to do that,
Right.
So yeah, I'm definitely gonna unsubscribe to him tomorrow. Oh,
I gotta check out Rose's stuff tonight too before I go to bed. She posted a couple times on a different earthquake.
Yeah, I haven't really looked at them. I went in and said hi to her. Oh, you got some strangeness in your sky, Sean. That's an interesting looking formation. Oh, and there's that same one that I see all the time. I'm gonna have to share these tonight. Because, yeah, that odd shape stuff. He just sent me a few pictures. I don't know if he's out there taking them right now, because I thought he was still typing. Oh, wow, he actually has a blue sky, though. We haven't seen that color blue in a long time.
We get blue skies every single day. And then right when you see these beautiful, you can literally watch them spray, Judy.
Oh,
you see a perfect white thin line, and then you wait by maybe an hour and a half, maybe to 2 hours, and it spreads out. You can watch it spread.
Yeah, that's the winds taking it. But some of it they were doing it before because they were trying to see what the winds were doing, and because the winds are crazy, and the winds up higher are even crazier, and it's affecting the planes and the birds and whatnot. But like I said, it's multi-purposed, and And just say for someone that didn't believe in that there's chemtrailing, if they think it's all condensation, then what has changed in the atmosphere that we're seeing these X's and lines and paragraphs of lines and pages of lines in the sky? And we didn't used to see that. So what has changed if it's not chemtrails? What has changed to create what we're seeing now? Obviously something. But I mean, I know it's changed anyway, because it's just like now it can be pouring down rain, and it looks like the sun's getting ready to rise at midnight. The sky is so bright that you can read a book out in the pouring down rain.
Wow.
Yeah, the sky's way too bright here. But anyway, the Bible says all that, so.
It's raining here.
Yeah, it like I said, it poured down most of the day, and I mean heavy, heavy, heavy rain, and then it stopped. I guess about 6:30, 7 o'clock. But then it started raining as I was coming home. So.
Yeah, Patrick, it says square clouds, very strange.
Oh yeah, square clouds, rectangles, triangles. Triangle shaped sun, square shaped sun. I got a bunch of stuff to share with y'all. I tell you, I've got a lot of square suns, and then I got this square thing that was around the moon, and so those particular nights it seemed like it had to be a hologram, because it was like the moon inside a square.
Whoa.
Yeah, and yeah, I've got a lot of that from last year too. I just gotta have time to, put some together. Obviously, I can't go through them all at once, but each night put a few together. Try to make a little cohesive. Try to make it cohesive so that like I'll do moon oddities one night, and then one night I'll do square stuff, the square clouds, the square sun, the square moon, and then like that. But the pictures are all over the place because I've been taking them for 3 years. So, and I didn't necessarily label all of them, And then, so I'd be pulling pictures from like yesterday, and then some pictures from 2 weeks ago, and then some pictures from last month, from 3 months, from 6 months, to last year, to a year and a half ago, blah, 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 blah. So I actually have to, look at them all as I'm going. And like I said, try to make something cohesive that we can look at. You're gonna get rain, but no rain yet. All right, I'm sleepy now.
Okay,
I have to get
God
up.
bless you.
I have to get up in a few hours and go back to work. So,
God bless you, sweetie.
God bless you, beautiful, and thank you for calling in.
Good
and
night,
that was
pretty
cute
boy.
that Sean called in. And I was trying to put y'all's name up on the thing where I got on phone. I got it in there, but it doesn't show on the screen, so I don't know why. I'll have to play with that later.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
not
good night, prettyful.
prettiful. Yeah, good night, beautiful.
I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. God bless you, honey.
God bless you too.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't just show up there. I don't know how I got it working before and it ain't working now. I don't know. Huh. Oh, there we go. That's why. I think I just figured it out. I can't see in the dark though. Can't see my keyboard. Yeah, definitely can't see my keyboard. Come on, I changed you. I spelled Sean's name, his last name wrong. I didn't spell it wrong, I typed it wrong. I can't see. I can't see. Alright, there we go. See, I did it, yay. It's 4:40. It's 3:11 here. 3:11. Alright, God bless y'all. Wow, this will be my shortest show. 1:47. 1 hour 47 minutes and so many seconds. Alright, love you guys. God bless you. We'll have an earlier show tomorrow night. I don't know yet. Probably somewhere between 8:30 and 9:45. Depends on what time I get home from work. But God bless everyone. Love you guys. Nighty night, good morning, and all that good stuff. See y'all this evening.